Yes! Wonder if the copyright people will have an issue with that song. Oh well, we'll see how we go. Okay. This is Will and Caleb for whatever this is called, eventually, whatever we decide to call it. And today we are playing some Thomas the Tank Engine game from the NES that I played as a child.
This is new to me.
Alright, we're both over 8.
Living in the woods. Poking berries up my nose.
This will be a new experience for Caleb. Okay. Now we may go into some other topics because this game will get repetitive. Oh, bullshit. Okay. Yep.
At this point, we're still trying to fine-tune the emulator.
It's okay. It'll entertain the viewer.
This is to more accurately simulate a 4-year-old playing this game.
Oh no, what have I done? I'm only 4. Okay.
Ooh,
Have to go to the farm. Yeah.
Then the mill, and then the station.
Okay.
But there's a river.
Oh. Yeah, what am I supposed to...
Build a bridge, Will. Get over it!
Oh, I suppose the one last time, in the little practice we did before record, wouldn't let me record, I wouldn't let me make a bridge over a pond, but maybe they'll do it with this. Okay.
Or maybe this is just to make 4-year-olds throw their keyboard out the window.
Oh, and press B. Oh, I think you mean C. Do you remember what they said to go first?
Farm, then mill, then station.
Farm, okay. Oh well, of course we got to get
from the farmer, and then the mill turns the corn into flour, and then pick up the refugees from the station. Hey,
they wouldn't let me do that last
bridge.
time, holding out on me.
It's got something against ponds.
Maybe there was an ecosystem there or something.
Environmental protection agencies.
Even back in 1999.
Yes.
I think environmental agencies would have a lot more beef with Thomas than just that. Being a steam engine and all.
Filthy coal-burning powerhouse. Are you a really useful engine?
Well, that goes back into how disturbed... Like, you don't think about it as adults. Because, you know, these are designed for kids and, you know, the kids don't give a shit. But the whole premise of these shows are just terrifying. Like, as a kid, I didn't really pick up on it. But there is, in Thomas the Tank Engine, you probably don't know about this. You didn't watch it. There was such a thing as a scrapyard.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I have watched all the episodes now.
And
yeah,
you've got, you know, the fat controller just, you know, as the lord or whatever. And just, there's this yard over, you know, like it'll be like in Australia here. And then there's just this death camp on the other side where they take all of the people that, you know, have no skills or...
all the engines that are no longer useful.
Like Soylent Green to a degree.
Melt them down and feed them back.
Feed them to the young ones.
Turn them into rails.
And yeah, there were just all these old engines. And the diesels, who are the bad guys, are, you know, smelting down the old engines. And the Fat Controller just seems to be okay with this.
Yeah. He's good.
Okay.
I think it's
No, we haven't gone this far yet.
the duality. Oh. Look at the realism of that windmill. I feel like I'm there.
Oh, look at that eyesore that windmill is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, windmills, they They have health effects, so bad health effects. You can't be near a windmill.
If anybody doesn't understand that, look up Tony Abbott's ideas on windmills.
Wind generators.
Generators, yeah.
Yeah,
Not windmills.
Not wind generators. Yeah, power generators or wind turbines.
Wind turbines, that's probably better. Okay, let's do another track.
On a perhaps devil's advocate note, as we drove past just two of the blades the other day, because they're building a wind farm near this location,
Which is Glen Innes.
Glen Innes, the wind farm, well, those turbines are huge and infinitely larger than a windmill. However, I say, suck it up.
Yeah, they'll be right. Oh, I think this is the one we played before.
Oh, it is. It's the same configuration. This will be fun, folks.
But we've already done it before, so we know what we're doing now.
Yeah, but now the viewer gets to see the heinously convoluted process that we went through.
New South Wales rail in action, folks.
We have rail. I thought they're systematically getting rid of it and putting more trucks that kill people on the road.
Wait. There we go.
So I just annoyed people then.
Yes. Continue. Alright, now we come through here. Out there.
Past Dread Pond that one cannot build over.
Yeah, no, we can't build over the pond. It's like, an endangered frog or something.
I wonder if there is just a dead end on an intersection, if Thomas just barrels holus bolus over the edge into his doom. Probably, because he does it all the time in the show.
Yeah, they seem to be okay, until they get sent to the death camp, of course.
Yeah. I'm having so much fun, I won't pay attention.
Yeah, I remember one of the characters in that show was found at the death camp and gets brought back.
A couple of them. There's the tractor and another
Like,
engine.
who sends them there? Are they just getting kidnapped by these people? Or the diesels and then taken to the death camp, and the fat controller's kind of like,
Mein Führer, I think this one may be of more use. Flog him some more.
And then there was another episode where an engine was misbehaving, and I can't remember who it was, but they just locked him up. Like just, Henry.
The green one.
Yeah, they just boarded him up in this place.
And walled him into the tunnel and diverted the track until his paint started to fade. Put him in solitary confinement.
You have not
with
been
just
a very
a single
useful
slit
engine.
for him to view the freedom of other engines.
You have disappointed me for the last time, Henry. I will not tolerate your insolence anymore. Into the hole.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I don't know how to race Birdie.
So far we've, drawn comparisons to Hitler's death camps and...
well, it's possible. These engines are just, in servitude to the humans.
Yeah.
They can't do anything. There doesn't seem to, they just work.
They have drivers, which seem to be fairly ineffectual.
Yeah, and no, they can't, because a lot of their controls can only be operated by a driver, so they're just these creatures that can't even move on their own.
Yeah, and yet when they don't brake on time, the engine gets blamed and not the driver.
Oh, you were terrible. Maybe that's just what it was. They just wanted to get rid of all blame, so they made these sentient engines just take all the blame. Oh no, it wasn't my fault. It was the engine's fault.
Melt him down.
And you see that in some of the artwork and stuff, you see some of the engines that have been, you know, taken apart for pieces in the original books. And it's just horrifying.
Jigsaw puzzle.
We're going to put a disobedient engine back together.
Ooh. Thomas, he's the cheeky one. Am I going to get sued for that?
Possibly.
Cool.
I don't even know if that's part of the song.
It is. Well, the new one.
Oh, the new one. Well,
yeah, they go through all the different
we don't
names.
watch the new one. I don't watch the new one.
Oh, they've gone back. They've actually got stop animation now. They haven't. They've animated the faces of the people, and the trains themselves are actually stop animation now. So it's not.
Oh, that's alright.
So they got rid of the completely computer graphic version.
I think this game has cheated me.
Horrible.
Okay.
Oh, it generates more pieces.
Yeah.
Solve this puzzle. It will not be a really useful engine.
but I can't solve the puzzle.
Oh look, there's Bertie as well.
Yeah.
Bertie's the boss.
Yeah, they've got, like, you know, all the vehicles are sentient in this world.
Yeah, not all of them. Fat Controller's car isn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that it did, but it just was one that didn't have a face.
Oh, that's.
Which, you know, he's basically got his car and castrated it.
his unique car. His gimp car. He just puts a mask on it.
My car was disobedient once.
Yay, William!
Alright. Now what do we want to talk about?
Oh, racing Bertie.
Alright, let's race Bertie.
That's Percy.
No, yeah, just give me a second.
Hey.
Okay. No, you're freaky looking. You could just take off the head and attach it to anything. Okay, can I go? Can I go? Ah, okay.
Alright. Press faster, press faster, press faster. Oh, Bertie's catching up.
No. Yeah,
Yay,
Bertie,
you're
eat
a
my
really
dust.
useful engine.
I get to live another day. Alright, let's do a Thomas quiz then. I think this is one of our more half-assed episodes.
Alright, well, let's kick it up. Let's talk about different modes of locomotion around the time.
I don't know.
Well, I do.
Oh, well, yeah,
Except for
go.
I can't remember names and dates because I suck.
Oh, Christ almighty.
But it was brought to my attention by the whole the hyperloop.
Don't patronise me
hyperloop concept put forward by Elon Musk, and people were like, "That's pretty cool. Somebody else thought of it before you, sort of." And back in 18 something or other, when everything was driven by steam, this crazy cool inventor dude developed this rail system that had a tube running down the middle, and the cars would sit on top, so it didn't have an engine per se, and it had a plunger that went down into the tube on top that had a rubber seal that was all softened with oil and lard and stuff, and it had steam pumping stations set down the track, and people were worried with how fast this thing went that it would actually kill people, because it was actually incredibly efficient. It was way more efficient than a steam engine, and drove the cars very, very fast using atmospheric pressure down the line. But the poor chap ran into some snags when rodents and wildlife started to eat the rubber seals on the pipeline, and that was his downfall.
That would be an issue.
Yeah, because rubber didn't exist. But the dude was pretty out there. I can't remember his name, but apparently he came up with a bunch of other cool inventions. So people can go out there and research atmospheric pressure locomotion or something.
Oh, now it's just telling me the answer.
What? What is it?
I wanted to see what it was, doing if I did it wrong. And now it's just going, you dense child. He's pulling coaches. Yay! Do you love me, Daddy? Do you love me? Do you love me now, Daddy? No, I'll do what I want. Don't tell me what to do. Setting the switches. What was that? Okay. Can you set the switches so that Thomas arrives at the station? And what are the switches? Are those the switches? Oh, it looks like a golf course. Unless you just... Those are the switches. Ah. Those aren't the switches. Those are the tracks. Obviously I'm going to go that way. Then that way. Then that way. Oh. Could have expedited this process, I think. Yeah. Well done, Thomas. You are a really useful engine. Remember, always be useful. You will be useful for me. No. Oh, no, I don't want to go with Thomas. Let's race Bertie. Percy. I know what I meant. Alright. Now that I actually know what I'm doing this time. This is taking a while. Are you there yet? Are you there? Are you there yet? Oh yeah. What?
From down the hallway, all I could hear was Will's heavy breathing, the pounding of keys, and the apparent approach to climax.
Suck at your green turd.
Soylent Green is people. Start Thomas, Percy. Which one? Oh yeah, Percy's the one that does the mail run. Yeah. I think Edward is the only decent engine out of the lot.
Yeah, well, Edward's sort of the wise old one.
Yeah, he's a dude. I like him.
Gordon's the arrogant one.
Gordon is an absolute
dick.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a suitable.
Oh well, you're taking too long.
Yeah.
Henry was the one that got boarded up in the hole, so he's more of a subservient, castrated engine. He was quite arrogant to begin with, but they fixed that.
James is just a little arrogant ass.
Yeah, he'll be the next one to get castrated.
Red Engine. Ah, yeah. I like how after Gordon's absolute failure and his arrogance derailed him, so to speak, with the hill incident, that now there is permanently on the map Gordon's Hill, as to always remind him of his failure, that he should never be anything but a useful engine.
There was another time when he breaks through a wall. Oh, I've already done this.
Oh yeah, and they put in a window so you can look out.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a window to remind you of your failure. But when he busts through, it tears his wheels off. Can you imagine that? Busting through a wall and it just ripping your arms from your sockets. And it's just hanging on by a few tendons. Oh, I've done this one game. I thought there was more gameplay to this.
What? Set the switches.
No,
I dig it. Yeah, I see.
There.
I see. Yeah.
Oh, that was my knee. Getting old. But now that we're here, running out of things to talk about, I thought it would be nice and, I don't know, not ironic, but, certainly there, if we discussed